time you press, you'll go through the script. All right. Now, to go ahead and enter the script, right? Because when you first go in, if you just aim and shoot, you can see it's going to think you got different guns, whatever the case is, right? Sometimes it might even be stuck on ground loot, okay? If it ever says ground loot, all you have to do is hold L2 and then press right on the D-pad, right? Sometimes it does get stuck on that. Right now, we're good, so no issues, okay? So all you have to do first is go ahead and enter the script, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and press L2 and options here. That's how you enter the script, right? So one more time. If you go ahead and press circle, that's how you're going to exit. To enter, you hold L2, your aim button, and then tap the options button here. You guys can see. So one more time, L2, and then tap the options button right up here. And that's how you go ahead and enter the script, all right? First thing I want you to do, go ahead and press X on settings here and turn on the block vibrations just so your controller doesn't shake when you guys are playing, all right? That's all you're going to do here in the settings tab first, all right? Then you want to go to where it says controller. Go ahead and press X on this, okay? Make sure you guys go ahead and match your button layouts, stick layouts, sensitivities, and all this stuff, right? To do this, you can see you're just going to use left or right to scroll. And if you wanted to turn things on or off, just up or down, right? The most important one is going to be your response curve type. It's preset to linear, and I personally play on classic, so make sure you guys go ahead and put it on classic, all right? And I know a lot of you guys in this button layout section, you guys play on custom, right? So you guys play on custom in game, you can't have it set to that, okay? If you guys are playing on custom in game and you want the auto detection to work, you have to set it in the script. I'll showcase you guys that here in a second. But right now, just put everything on default. I like to test if the script is working first. And just like this, you guys can see mine. That's how yours should be. Next, all I want you to do is hold down options. Go into your Apex settings, all right? These are the most important settings when it comes to the script, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the ZenCam just for a second as I explain all of these to you guys, all right? So you can see my button layout. For right now, for our testing purposes, put it on default, okay? I don't care if you actually play on customize or any of these other ones. For right now, please put it on default, okay? Then all you're going to do, same thing with your stick layout, leave it on default. Aim button, all that good stuff. You have to make sure this setting right here, okay? For the love of God, man, make sure you have your adaptive triggers on, guys, okay? If you want the automatic to work, this needs to be on. So exactly how you see it on my screen should be on your screen, all right? Then your L2, R2 dead zone, make sure that is on none. Then my look sensitivity is at 4. Make sure your per optics, all this stuff is off. You guys can see mine. You guys can go ahead and copy, okay? Then we're going to scroll all the way down. Make sure your vibrations right here. Important, make sure that is on advanced, okay? Default advanced, make sure it's on advanced. Press X on advanced look controls as well. And make sure that stuff is off right now, okay? Because I just want to test, make sure the script is working. And everything else you guys see on my screen, copy it to your Apex settings. I don't care if you play on something else, because for right now, we got to test if the script works first, right? So there you go. All that's set. Now, all we're going to do, again, the most important is the adaptive triggers. For the love of God, everybody, please make sure you have this on, all right? So once that's done, pick up the R9. All you're going to do is walk up to this guy right up here, simply aim and shoot. And you can see it detects what gun we're using and applies the recoil, right? One more time. You want to make sure you're shooting at the bots, okay? Don't shoot at the wall, because you can see it's going to shoot down. Make sure you shoot at the enemies. So look, you point, aim at the guy, and just shoot. You can see, there you go. Shoots up a little bit, but that's perfect. Next, pick up the alternator. Again, just go in order just so we can make sure it's all working. And look, all you have to do is aim and shoot, right? You can see it knows the gun, and we're good to go, right? Same thing, pick up the R301. Aim at the guy and shoot, right? L2, R2, shoot, bang. We're good, right? Now, let's say you did play on custom buttons, because I know a lot of you guys do for Apex. You guys want to jump with triangle and L3 or R3, whatever the case is, okay? What you have to make sure is when you guys go into your in-game settings here, you can't change it, okay? You can't not put it on custom. Let me get rid of the ZenCam, because I'm going to reiterate this point. Right here where it says button layout, you cannot put it on custom if you want the automatic to work, okay? Look, if I put it on customized, look, I'll show you guys just to show you, right? Again, you can't put it on custom, okay? Let me go ahead and aim and shoot, and you can see it's not going to work, right? Look, the automatic will not work with that. because it needs the triggers to be set at those values, okay? So you can still use custom. Don't worry about that. Just make sure inside of your game, guys, okay, right here, button layout, make sure you just put it on default, okay? You can set the custom in the script, which is what I'm going to show you now, okay? To set the custom in the script, you're going to press L2, options, okay? You guys can see where it says controller. Go ahead and press X on that. You guys can see it right here, right? Controller, press X. And you can see right here it says custom, right? Use up or down. There you go, right? You're highlighted on custom. Then look right underneath it. It says X to edit, right? So just go ahead and press X right here to edit. And now you can go ahead and change your buttons right here, right? You can hold the button to set it, right? And then it sheds right underneath. Hold share if you wanted to get rid of it, right? So you guys can see it there. Let's say you wanted to go ahead and set your ADS button to your L1, right? To do that, you're just going to hold L1. And look, it's not letting you set it, right? It's because L1's already on tactical, right? You guys can see. So go over here, double tap the share button, right? So it's going to get rid of your tactical now. So now what you want to do, go to ADS as well. Double tap the share button. Let's get rid of it from there, okay? So now I want to ADS with L1. So I'm going to hold down L1 there. There you go. I got ADS set to L1. My tactical should be my L2. So I'm going to hold it down there. There we go. Okay. Go back up to your fire button. Switch those as well, right? So again, double tap share. And then wherever R1 is, I'm going to get rid of that as well by double tapping share. Bang. Okay. Fire button, I want to be R1. There we go. And then ping, I want to be R2, right? So there we go. And now our flipped is set right here. All right. Once that's set, just so now we can see our custom has been set. You guys can see my ADS, R1, all that good stuff. Once you guys are done, just go and press circle, and then you can see button layouts on custom. Go and press circle one more time, circle again. And final thing I want you to check again is hold down options, go into your settings, and make sure your adaptive triggers here are still on, right? Because make sure inside of the game, you still leave your button layout just on default, all right? You can change it inside of the script just like I showed you. Now look, I just aim and shoot with L1 and R1, and look at that, right? Everything works. You have to make sure you change it inside of the script, okay? Do not change it inside of the game, okay? So now, oh God, I keep forgetting. Oh, there we go. I was like, oh God, here we go. So yeah, that's how easy it is once you guys go ahead and set that up, right? So again, to enter the script, L2 and options, or well, now it's going to be L1 and options, right? Again, I don't play on custom, so I'm going to go into my controller settings, set it back on default, guys, all right? So again, that's personally what I use, so that's what I'm going to set it to. And then let's make sure, I always like to make sure inside of the game, everything is correct, like our adaptive triggers, all right? And final thing I do want to test is going to be the aim assist, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on, press L2 and options, okay? Now go up to where it says aim assist, go ahead and press X now, okay? And all I'm going to do is turn it on, all right? Let's go and increase our size. I like it somewhere around 6. And speed, I could rock like an 18, okay? And now to test this, I'm going to hold options. Let's go and have these bots move. So let's go ahead and do customize range. Scroll all the way down here. Where does it say movement? There we go. Strafe constant, right? So we're going to test it out. This is with the Zen on. You guys can see. Even says the wrong gun. Doesn't matter for the aim assist though, right? Check out the drag, right? You guys can see. One more time, we're going to do Cronus and off aim assist right here, right? And then now all we're going to do, Cronus it on with the PandaApx script, right? You guys can see that. Long as you're aiming near the enemy, that's the drag you guys should be getting. And one final thing, I know a lot of you guys, whenever you guys are aiming and shooting, right, you guys go ahead and add barrels and scopes. To go ahead and do that, let's say you went ahead and picked up a purple barrel on your R301. All you're going to do to change is hold L2. And then you're going to go ahead and press either left or right on the D-pad. You guys can see left on the D-pad is going to scroll through all the barrels. So you want to select purple. Now, let's say you picked up a scope, right? Let's say I got the 1X scope right here. To change on that, you hold L2 and then go ahead and press down on the D-pad, right? You guys can see it's going to change through all the scopes. And again, that's the same for all the guns. Either down on the D-pad to change your scopes or left to go through all the barrels you have. And that's how simple it is to use this script. Just make sure, guys, I'll keep repeating it 100 times if I have to. Adaptive triggers are on. And make sure your button layout here is set to default. Because again, you can change it inside of the script if you have to, just like I showed you, okay? Again, but make sure in the game it's on default and everything will work with your PlayStation 5, just like you guys see for me. Now, if you guys are going to be playing with the Apex Legends script on your PC, here's what I want you to do. First, to make sure your controller is